We all know that the internet can be a little bit of a dramatic place sometimes. Sometimes statements are made more in hyperbole than in actuality. Especially here in the beauty lifestyle community, sometimes you hear people say, oh my God, you need this item. It is absolutely life-changing. And you wonder to yourself, can a shade of blush really be life-changing? I've been thinking about that phrase recently, actually life-changing items. And to be honest, there are some that I have to share with you guys. These are truly life-changing products for me. Don't get me wrong, they are not life-saving, okay? That is two different things. Could you live without all of these items? Absolutely. But would I choose to live without any of these items? Personally, no. If any of these items were to run out or break or whatever it may be, I will absolutely replace them immediately. These are products that just make my life easier. They make the everyday tasks that I have to do on either a day-to-day or a weekly basis more enjoyable. They might solve little problems that I have on a day-to-day basis, and these are just such easy fixes. I'm making this video kind of as an unconventional gift guide slash life-changing products for me. If you guys are looking for a more conventional holiday gift guide, I have done previous videos on my channel breaking down all of your more basic or crowd-pleasing gifts. Slippers, mugs, hot chocolate, you know, all of those types of items I have broken down in previous videos. But today's video is different. These are going to be gifts for people that you know you want to give something very useful to, something they will make use out of, maybe again, solutions to problems they haven't even thought that they have. Likely you would want to gift these things to people that you know well enough to know that they would enjoy items like this. And honestly, as we go throughout this video, if you don't have any of these items, I highly recommend, if they fit into your lifestyle, to consider them. The first item, the perfect example of something that has truly been life-changing for me, are period panties. So hear me out on this one. I know we're starting off a little personal, but I purchased these off of Amazon. Not sponsored, by the way. None of this stuff is sponsored. This is just all authentic, genuine opinions, tried, true, tested products by me for you, okay? So these period panties I purchased off of a pack on Amazon. One of my best friends recommended I try them. I had always been a little bit curious about them, but there was also that little part of me that thought they might be a little nasty. I thought, isn't that kind of unhygienic to bleed right into your underwear and then throw it into the washing machine? But you know what? The convenience of something like this, the practicality of something like this far outweighs any grossness I feel about it at all. During the heaviest days of my flow, I use these period panties as my backup, like, panty liner for my tampon. If you guys have a heavy flow like I do on some days, I do use tampons. However, sometimes they fill up quicker than you think. Sometimes they do a little leaky. And so this is a perfect like backup layer for your tampon. And on more lighter flow days, or those days where your period is just tapering off, I use these panties just as my one and done. They work so well. All of the inside like white lining of this underwear is like the absorbing period panty material. So the particular underwear that I have literally goes from way up here, and that period panty material goes all the way up the back, especially when you're sleeping. You know it's good to have that kind of coverage. And I'm telling you, these are so stretchy, they're so light, they're relatively breathable. For those few days of your period, you know, 3 to 7 days, however long your period is, this is such a great solution. These are the only underwear I wear during my period nowadays. I actually purchased a pack of 5, and then I loved them so much and I was using them so consistently, I wanted another pack of 5, because again, on my period, sometimes I change my underwear multiple times a day just to feel as fresh and clean as possible. There are some really expensive period panties on the market. I personally have never tried them. I'm sure they work great, but I mean, sometimes period panties can run you $15 to $25 per pair. I bought a pack of 5 for under $30, okay? If you're dipping your toe into period panties, that's definitely the way I recommend you do it, especially if you're not sure you're even going to like them. Because who wants to invest $20 per pair of panties if you're not even sure you're gonna like them? And as far as washing them, if these do get, you know, a little messy on the inside, I just wring them out in the sink. I wet them, wring them out, get most of that blood out of them, and then throw them in the wash, and they wash up perfectly. But yeah, like I said earlier, any even slight hesitation I had about these was completely gone once I used them and saw how convenient they were. I don't have to use pads anymore. I don't have to use panty liners. I don't have to have extra products in my purse and carry them around with me. They're just so good. I love them. I love them as my little insurance policy during my period, and they're comfy and cozy, and I just recommend you guys try them. If you're even remotely curious about them, they are life-changing, I just have to say. The next truly life-changing product for me in my literal daily routine has been these Teleties hair ties. This is something I know you guys might look at and say, yeah, we've seen these before, Ishani. These are very similar to the Invisibobble hair ties. These little springy looking ties, we've seen them, we've tried them, we're kind of over them. Believe me, these are not the same as the Invisibobble. I was a big ride or die fan of the Invisibobbles. I have quite a few of these laying around my house. Here's one example right here. This is a classic Invisibobble. It might be in their slightly larger size, but here's the thing about the Invisibobble rubber that I have to say, the Teleties have upgraded immensely. The Invisibobbles yanked my hair out, okay? These did hold my hair. That's the whole purpose of having like a springy looking hair tie like this. They're supposed to really grip your hair. So especially if you have more sleek hair, this grips it great. However, the Invisibobbles will not let go of your hair, okay? This stuff will rip my hair out so badly. And for someone who's already feels like they're balding, like I just don't have as much hair as I used to when I was younger, I need to keep every freaking strand on my scalp that I possibly can. I cannot afford to have this stupid thing rip out even 2 hairs off of my head. The Teleties, you guys. I actually got a pack of these at an event that I went to. It came in a pack of 3. There was like a pretty pink one, this orangey one, some fun colors. And initially I thought, sure, they're hair ties, I'll use them. But when I actually started using them, I realized how much better these are than the Invisibobbles. The actual like rubber that these are made of is softer and it's not grippy. So it doesn't actually grip your hair in that way. It's almost like the springs or like the little coil is what grips your hair. But if you try to pull it out of a ponytail or something, it will come out without yanking hair from your scalp. That is a big thing for me, okay? Again, we can't be losing hair around here unnecessarily. This is the smaller size of the Teleties. They do come, I think, in a medium and maybe even a larger like coil size. But I'm telling you, it's the material. That's the difference between these and the Invisibobble. And I absolutely love them. Like I said, they're super easy to find. I got them at Target. I've seen them on Amazon. Of course, you can purchase directly off of their website as well. So I'm telling you, these are life-changing. Okay, my next life-changing product, you guys, this product has genuinely changed my everyday skincare routine. This is what has converted me into a sunscreen lover. I hated wearing facial sunscreen. I always felt like it was thick, it was heavy, it used to break me out, the color was either wrong, it didn't wear well under makeup, and I really did try all of the American sunscreens I could get my hands on, all of the popular ones, all of the ones from Supergoop. Like I really tried, and there were always issues with them. I never like fully fell in love with an American sunscreen. However, the K-Beauty sunscreens, you guys, they have absolutely changed my life. This one in particular, I think is just the best. This is the Innisfree Hyaluronic Acid Watery Sun Gel. This has an SPF 50, and this is such a unique texture and formula for me. This was the first Korean sunscreen I ever used, and let me just say, I will never go back to anything besides Asian sunscreens. They are just the best, okay? The formulas that they have are elite. We don't have anything like them here on the American market. I don't know why, but I'm telling you, Asian beauty is leaps and bounds better than what we can produce over here. The texture of this sunscreen is super, super watery. It is literally a watery sun gel. It goes on looking white. However, it blends in completely transparent. And trust me, if there was even a little bit of a white cast on my skin, you would absolutely be able to tell. And there was no white cast on this. I layer this on pretty thick because, like I said, to be honest, for 30 years of my life, I barely wore facial sunscreen. I really did try to do it often, especially if I knew I was gonna be out in direct sunlight. However, texturally, it was always a little bit of a challenge for me. I just did not like the feeling. I love this. I have no problem putting this on my face every single day, as I have been doing since I discovered this. I discovered this sunscreen around the summertime of 2024, and like I said, I have not looked back. I have already run through one full bottle of this as well as a travel size bottle. This is my second bottle, and I do have a backup bottle as well. The other one that I've tried, which is also a similar texture and consistency, also a watery sun gel type of sunscreen. This is the Skin 1004 Madagascar Centella. This is their Water Fit Sun Serum. Also has an SPF 50 in it. I do like how this one has one of those like airless pumps to it. That's kind of cool and unique. However, I have noticed that this particular formula, if I wear it multiple days in a row, I do get just a little bit of breaking out on my skin. Nothing too crazy, but I can just tell that my pores are a little bit clogged if I use this day after day. So I've been trying to just use this like once or twice a week just to use it up because I still like the texture of it, but I don't love it as much as this one. This I can wear every day under makeup. I freaking love this. Doesn't break me out. Such a good texture, such a good consistency. And obviously I don't have to go on and on about the benefits of wearing facial sunscreen. It's literally your first defense, your best defense against aging. So if you can wear a facial sunscreen every day, in theory, your skin will be looking good over time. And that's kind of the goal. Again, I'm 32 now, so that's kind of the goal. And if you guys are curious where I buy most of my Asian beauty products, it is off of Yes Style. I'll go ahead and link all of this stuff down below for you guys, everything I talk about in this video, including the sunscreens. And I will say, be careful where you purchase Asian sunscreens if you live in America specifically. I have heard that if you purchase off of places like Amazon or eBay, you might get knockoff items, which you obviously don't want to do, especially for a sunscreen, because, you know, a replica or a knockoff is not actually going to have the sun protection that you're using these products for. So if you're gonna buy them, make sure you buy them from a legitimate retailer. I just recommend that in general with most beauty items, but especially a sunscreen. Get it from someone reputable. The other life-changing Asian beauty product, okay? I love this so hard. This is the best mascara that I have ever used in my entire life. If you are someone who has trouble having your lashes stay curled, you need a mascara that is literally going to lock in your curl. You know, you go through the effort of using your little eyelash curler and then you pop on your Maybelline mascara and your lashes go from this to this. That's what always happens to me. And I know I had long lashes, but I could never find a mascara on the American market to literally lock in that curl. I don't know the brand of this mascara. I don't know if the actual brand is called Heroin Make, but on this packaging, it says Heroin Make Long Up Mascara, super waterproof. I will link the exact one I have down below because this comes in a couple of different formulas, a couple of different versions. And again, it can be confusing. The brush on it is a traditional brush with kind of a slight curve to it. I like how it's not overly curved. It does contour to my eye really, really well. And the texture and formula of it is really nice. I almost want to say it's kind of like a whipped texture. It doesn't feel too runny, but it's also not too thick. It goes onto your lashes really, really nicely. It builds up quickly. I would say to do 2 relatively thin layers of this on your lashes. I want to say it also has potentially some like fibers or something in it, because when you pull it out, it does look like it's a fiber mascara. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure it has fibers. So it does really lengthen your lashes. And more than anything, which is what I was really, really looking for, this freezes your curl. I was always somebody that used to almost over curl my lashes. You know, my lashes are normally like this if you look at me from the side. I would almost curl my lashes so far back, I can't even do this with my hand, but I would curl them so far back that they were kind of curling up towards my eyelid, because I knew once I put mascara on, that curl was just gonna go like that. So if I wanted to get as much curl as humanly possible post mascara, I had to severely over curl my lashes. And the first few times I used this mascara, I also over curled my lashes. And when I say this mascara froze my lashes into literally a curl facing my eyelid, it looked absolutely crazy. I looked absolutely crazy. That's when I realized that this mascara has a learning curve to it, especially if you're not used to using a mascara that freezes the curl you did, and you tend to over curl your lashes because you know that any mascara is gonna make them drop. This will not. This stuff is freaking magic. It is also extraordinarily waterproof. So I do recommend you guys get their mascara remover along with it. It also just comes in a very similar mascara tube, and the brush is just like a little rubber, I don't know, just like a little comb or something. And I just use this on my lashes before I take this off. And this does help break down the mascara because, like I said, this stuff is crazy waterproof. Also, if you get it on your skin, good luck getting it off, you guys. Normally, again, with any other mascara, I would just take a Q-tip once my mascara has dried and just rub it off. This does not rub off, okay? This does not rub off. I also used Bioderma, and this was a pain to get off of my skin. So don't do that, okay? Try not to get it on your skin, but this stuff is incredible. I am wearing it today with no false lashes, and I have literally gotten compliments from strangers asking me if I'm wearing false lashes when I wear this mascara, just because my natural lashes actually are like up and curled and look so good. And I didn't even think my natural lashes could do that before this mascara. Okay, the next truly life-changing product, and something I do think actually makes a really good holiday gift because it's very practical, it's very useful, and it's not particularly personal, you know? I think everybody could use one of these, and that is a fabric shaver. If you guys don't have one of these, I'm telling you, you need one, okay? If you have any type of knitwear, any type of leggings, any sweatshirts that look pilly, anything that after you've washed and dried it has come out just looking a little ratty, this thing will fix it, okay? This will fix all of the pilling on any of your garments. It will make the inner thighs of your leggings look brand freaking new. I literally remember some of my Lululemon leggings, like the inner thigh area, just being so freaking pilly, to the point that I would wear them still. Like I would wear them out and about, and if you saw just right in between my legs, not even all the way up in my crotchal region, but just down my inner thighs, that material was just like bubbled up. It was looking so bad, but I would still wear them because I loved the leggings. But I'm telling you, a quick pass over with this fabric shaver would have brought those things back to life. I can't believe I didn't own one of these until even semi recently. I love my fabric shaver. The way this thing works is it's literally like 3 blades that run below this little metal contraption here. And this little metal contraption has these holes. So as you run over your fabric, the blades are spinning. So they're cutting anything they come in contact with. So any of those little bubbles or baubles will go into these holes, and then the little shaving part will just shave it off. I haven't had any issues with any of my garments ripping or tearing because of this. You don't want to press too hard. You know, it is literally blades, so you do want to be careful with your fabrics. But especially, again, the pilliness, just a very, very light touch will completely get rid of all of that. It's incredible, especially if you have anything that's cashmere cashmere, wool, any of those fabrics that do tend to pill very frequently. I think this makes an incredible stocking stuffer. You can get these for fairly cheap on Amazon. You don't have to buy your mom a brand new sweater. You just have to give her a tool that will fix all of her old ones. Okay, here's something that I've been wanting to talk about on my channel, but I just did not know where to bring it up. And here we are. We're talking about products that will literally change your life. And this thing, I cannot live without this thing. If you guys are Indian, there is a very good chance that you have seen this before. This is a metal tongue scraper, okay? I got this at an Indian market. They sell them at many of the Indian convenience stores or markets or anywhere that you go in your little India. They will probably sell one of these, okay? I know that you can get tongue scrapers on the American market as well. They tend to be plastic as far as I know, and I will say I have used them, but nothing beats a metal tongue scraper. This is literally just a piece of metal. I use it every single morning and every single night after I brush my teeth, and I just scrape my tongue back to front and just get off all the gunk. I can't even talk about it in too much detail because it literally makes me want to gag when I think about all of the crap that collects on your tongue throughout the day. If you guys drink dairy, milk, cheese, boba drinks, like all of this stuff, literally, it sits on your tongue and it just creates like thick layers of crap. And tongue health is very, very likely the reason that you have bad breath. If you feel like your breath is kicking, I'm telling you, it's not your teeth that need to be brushed. More than likely, it's your tongue that needs to be scraped. You need to get all that shit off your tongue because like it's just so gross. There's something very oddly satisfying when you scrape your tongue with a metal tongue scraper because I'm telling you, this just gets everything off. And I will scrape my tongue until my spit comes out clear, okay? I don't mess around with my tongue. I don't mess around with my breath. I don't mess around with my tongue. I do not feel clean at the end of the day or first thing in the morning unless my tongue is scraped. I also have heard, and this could absolutely be a myth, so you know, we're just spreading misinformation around here from time to time, I guess, but I have heard that scraping your tongue can cause you to get less sick. Like there's something about scraping off maybe that bacteria or something that's on your tongue first thing in the morning and at the end of the day that will cause you to not be sick as often. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's fake. But you know what? We'll just run with it because I'm really, really trying to let you guys know how valuable a metal tongue scraper can be. I will not brush my teeth without this anymore. I've literally even told my friends that if it came down to it and I had to give up brushing my teeth or tongue scraping, I would pick tongue scraping over brushing my teeth. That might be a hot take. I know that's gonna be a hot take for a lot of you guys, but I'm telling you, my mouth feels so much cleaner once I've scraped my tongue than it does doing anything else that I do in my mouth. I've got a couple of lotions and potions I want to talk about with you guys. These formulas have genuinely changed my life. The first one is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. This is a classic First Aid Beauty product. I want to say this is their hero product. It's the product that really put First Aid Beauty on the map. It is their skin protectant colloidal oatmeal intense hydration cream. You can get it in many, many different sizes. They come in tubes, they come in tubs, they come in so many different formats, and I freaking love this formula. I always keep this on hand, but I will say it's not a formula I use every day. This is a very, very hydrating yet surprisingly lightweight cream that I use on my face and I use in specific eczema patches on my body. My favorite place to use this cream, I will say, is around my mouth. I have been suffering from perioral dermatitis for many years now. It really, really flares up when the seasons change, especially when it goes from like fall to winter and we get that cold front coming in. And I get it even when we go from cold to hot, like in the springtime and it starts warming up. Again, my skin just kind of freaks out. And specifically around my mouth, I get really, really dry, like right here on the edges of my lips. They just get super, super cracked. And I really have to be careful with the products I use on my skin. I can't use any actives. I can't use anything too heavy because then it also kind of freaks out my skin. I want to use something hydrating enough to actually, you know, help fix the issue. But if I use something too heavy, it's going to break me out. So I kind of have to walk that line of something that is going to be hydrating enough, but literally not too greasy. And this is so perfect. I even remember having an eczema patch on my eyelid, like literally on the top of my eyelid, and I used this directly on my eyelid, and I used it for multiple days in a row, multiple times a day. I kept reapplying just a very little bit in the area that I needed, and after about 2 to 3 days, that eczema patch completely went away. So this thing is amazing. Like I said, it's not something that I use every day, but when I have those flare-ups on my face, on my arms, on my legs, and I need those targeted areas to be healed, that's when I whip this baby out. It has come in so, so handy over the years. And I'm telling you, no other cream that I have used has worked as fast as this, is as lightweight as this, and works as quickly. The second formula I wanted to talk about with you guys, this is a foot repair cream that I have talked about on my channel before. I've loved this thing for years. This is the Sanitas Foot Repair A Cracked Heel Balm. It comes in this little 2-ounce tube. You really don't need a lot of this. A little goes a very, very long way. This is a cream that's almost like a cream gel, but this is a very, very strong active cream. This cream is essentially a combination of glycerin and lactic acid to combine to essentially fix your skin. I would definitely only use this on the driest of dry areas of your skin. This is obviously meant for your feet. Full disclosure, I have absolutely used it on my hands before too, especially nowadays, because my hands, especially my palms right now, are unbelievable. They are unbelievable. I can literally sand down a table with my hands. It's insane. So we're doing some severe rehab to my hands right now. Like I said, I'll let you know if anything fully fixes it, but this has done a decent enough job for my hands. The glycerin that's in here really does trap in the moisture, and that lactic acid really helps when you have thick, dry, calloused skin. That's why this is particularly meant for heels and for feet, because it's meant for that thick skin where you need to use a lactic acid essentially as an exfoliator. You need to exfoliate off that tough layer of skin to get down to the good stuff. Highly recommend just using a little bit, rub it on, put some socks on. I do that with my hands as well, and watch your skin completely transform. Do that for like a week straight, and I'm telling you, your feet are gonna be so different. Okay, this next item is the perfect problem solution for me, okay? Have you guys seen, you know, those Pinterest photos, those Instagram pictures of those models wearing those big, baggy, oversized sweatshirts, but somehow they're still kind of cropped? Like the sweatshirt is still cropped into itself. So while the sweatshirt itself is big and baggy, it's not fully overwhelming the frame of the person. And I always wondered, how do people do that? Are they tucking these sweatshirts into their pants? Because the sweatshirt itself looks thick and heavy. How is this being tucked into like leggings? Are they tucking it up under their bra? But also no, because it's not like that tucked in. And that's when I found a solution for such an issue. This is the Croptuck. This is essentially a piece of elastic that is on these two little pulleys. And when you do it right, which I'm clearly not doing it right now. You know what? I'll put a little demo in here as I'm speaking. But when you do it right, you just step into this, put it up to your waist, you tighten this thing around your waist, and then it's essentially like you have an elastic band anywhere you decide to put this on your waist or your hips. And then you can take your oversized sweatshirt and crop it up into this. Just tuck it into that elastic. Because this is such a nice, stretchy, thicker elastic, it doesn't cut into your skin. Obviously, you can fully customize how tight or loose you want it. I would definitely err on the side of slightly tighter, because again, it is an elastic, and when you put your sweatshirt up under it, you do want it to hold that sweatshirt in place. I've tried doing it a little looser, and my sweatshirt will just kind of like fall out as I'm like standing up or walking or sitting down, and you know, my body is just kind of moving. Obviously, you can use this with other garments too. You can use it with oversized t-shirts or tank tops or anything that you want to tuck in. I just particularly love the look of an oversized sweatshirt, but I still want it to show my waist. This thing is such a problem solver for me. This is exactly what I wanted. Okay, and then the final life-changing item, I want to talk about a pair of pants. I know this is going to be very random, and I know this might not be the most practical like gift giving item. So this is more for you, okay? This is for you if you guys are looking for the perfect pair of pants, especially if you have a similar shaped body to me. I'm an hourglass shape, so my waist is smaller than my hips, and I do find it a little tricky to find pants that actually nip in at the waist and then flow out going down. I also know that the bigger legged pants, you know, more like a straight leg or a flare pant are really in right now, but I don't like the look of oversized pants. I wanted something that was a little bit more of a relaxed leg, almost more like a barrel leg, if you will. And this pair of pants, they're perfect. These are the Everlane utility barrel pants, okay? I freaking love these. I will show you guys them on. I now own these pants in 6 different colors, I believe. They offer them in tons of colors. They even have a denim option. And when I say these are the perfect pants, these are literally the perfect pants. They fit my waist perfectly. They also flow out over my hips perfectly. The legs are absolutely perfect, and the length. I am 5'2", like I said, so I'm a shorter girl, and more often than not, I always have to get my pants hemmed, and this is one of the few pairs of pants that I don't have to get hemmed. The regular length of these pants work perfectly for me, but they also do come in a tall option if you are a tall person. I love the high rise of these pants. They are the perfect length, and I get so many compliments on these pants. I'm telling you, I get compliments on them out in public. People compliment me in my daily life. Literally, my friend loved these pants so much, she told me, send me the link, I'm gonna buy them, and she bought them in like 4 different colors. I'm telling you, I'm obsessed with them. They are so freaking good. It just feels like one of those things that I couldn't gatekeep. You know, I know that finding pants is so difficult as it is because it really does depend on the look you're going for, your body type, your height, like so many things play a part in finding the perfect pair of pants. The material on these is so good too. These are 98% organic cotton and 2% elastane. So they do have just a little bit of stretch to them, but they don't stretch out throughout the day. I can literally wear these pants for multiple days in a row without having to wash and dry them, and they still hold their shape. They hold their shape, they look good. I can't rave about these pants enough, you guys. If you've never tried Everlane pants, overall, I think they are fan favorites of the brand. Everlane just nails it with pants, and specifically these utility barrel pants. They are so good, you guys. And when they come out with more colors, I will absolutely be getting more colors. So in terms of the colors I have, if you guys are curious, I have them in bone. I actually have 2 pairs of the bone because I wear them that often. I have them here in navy, which is the perfect navy blue. I also have them in rosewood, which is kind of an orangey brown neutral. If you're looking for more of a brown, I also have them in cocoa, which is more of your true cocoa brown with a little bit of like a grayish undertone. I also have them in this dark forest color, which is very Kim Possible of me. And then I also own them in black. The black is more of like a faded vintage black. It's not a super stark black. All of the colors are perfect. I'm such a big color tone person when it comes to clothing items. I think the color tone of a garment can really make or break a piece. It can make it look really high end and really elevated, or it can just cheapen the overall look. And I think Everlane kills it with their color palette, especially in these pants. So if you guys are looking for some new pants, highly recommend. I also recommend potentially you guys size down a size, or if you're in between sizes, pick your smaller of your 2 sizes, because I do find that Everlane pants in general run a little bit big. Alrighty guys, there we have it. Those are all of my extraordinarily unconventional, unique holiday gift ideas, as well as just my life-changing products that literally have improved the quality of my life, products that I absolutely love every time I use them, and products that I think if you don't already have and you think they would fit into your routine, I would say give them a try. They all come with a giant stamp of approval from Ishani. I love them. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please let me know if you guys decide to try any of these items out. I have so much fun holiday content coming out for you guys soon. I have a giant project that I'm working on right now. I'm telling you, this video is going to be hours long, but I am working on it. I am powering through, and you guys are gonna see basically a feature-length movie on my channel in the near future. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you guys want to stay tuned for that, because I know you guys are absolutely going to love it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I will talk to you guys in my next video very soon. I'll see you then. Bye.